in New York. For Keystone, Bree Hicks will get the start. She's a 5'8" senior out of Margate, Florida. Also in the backcourt, a freshman, a transfer from Montclair State, 5'5", Madison Reeves. Malaysia Bryant gets her start. She wears number 11. She's a 5'3" junior out of Harlem. Anaya Ortiz, a 5'5" freshman out of Reading, will get the starting nod. And in the middle, a freshman, number 32, Cameron Cortinas, a 6-footer out of Los Banos, California, as we pause for the national anthem. And we're ready to tip it off here at Keystone College. As I mentioned in the beginning, Cedar Crest, winners of 6 straight. Their head coach is Kenrick Carter. He's in his 3rd season, and East Stroudsburg University grad. And the Keystone Giants, they are losers of 4 straight. Jason Ryan will try and right the ship. He's in his 1st year, a 2012 grad of Keystone. So it looks like Megan Perrine and Madison Reeves will jump center here to start it off. And we're underway here from La Plume as the Falcons win the tap. Keystone starting off man-to-man, nearly turned over. That's Rivera being checked by Reeves. She drives, kicks out to Perrine. Good. So Perrine showing some range for a 6'2" gal. Nice soft touch, mid-range jumper, and the Falcons have the quick 2-0 lead. Cedar Crest showing zone here, a little 1-2-2. Inside to Cortinez, no good, gets her own rebound. Ball is stripped, recovered by Cedar Crest. This is McGee at the point. She's being checked by Bryant. Sackman now barking out the play. Shot clock down to 15. Back to McGee. Keystone knocking him up defensively. McGee hit the floor, no travel, but we do have a held ball. Possession arrow will go to Keystone. Anaya Ortiz to inbound. And here's Bryant at the point. Bryant gets in the gap of the zone, kicks out to Barry. Barry's been struggling shooting the ball. If she could find the hot hand, I think the Giants could snap that 4-game losing streak. Bryant gets the high ball screen from Cortinez. Kick to the corner for Reeves, short. Ball rebounded by Sackman, and we have a foul. That Keystone fouls on Cameron Cortinez. That's the first team foul and her first personal. So we're just underway, 2-0 Cedar Crest. 8:30 left in the first period. Here's Sackman. She's a grad student. The Cedar Crest club, very young, 7 first-year players. Perrine, contested jump shot from the foul line, no good. Rebound by Long, finds a cutting Perrine for 2, so 4-0 Falcons. Cedar Crest sticking to that zone, 1-2-2. There's Ortiz over to Barry. Good ball movement by the by the Giants. That 3 by Reeves short. Bryant tried to retain possession, and it goes out of bounds to Cedar Crest. Keystone extending its defense here. They're showing a little man. Here's McGee on the press break. And she makes the Giants pay for extending that full court pressure. It's 6-0 Cedar Crest. Here's Bryant, dribble handoff to Reeves. Gets the ball screen from Ortiz. Ortiz pops. Cortinez open inside. They didn't see her. Ortiz, little runner in the lane, no good. Rebound Cortinez, off the glass and good. So the Giants are on the board. It's now 6-2 Cedar Crest. Falcons break the full court pressure, and they'll run a set here. McGee being guarded by Barry. Perrine with the ball screen. She rolls to the hoop. Short little jumper, didn't get the roll. It'll remain Cedar Crest basketball at 20 on the shot clock. Bree Hicks checks in for the Keystone Giants. She had a great game on Wednesday night when these two played. She had 19 points and grabbed 8 rebounds. Hicks nearly averaging a double-double this year with 14 points per game and 9 boards. So Cedar Crest inbound the ball, 20 on the shot clock. That ball nearly turned over, is turned over. Here's Bryant with the easy run out. 6-4 Falcons. Keystone turning up the pressure defensively. This is Long. As I mentioned, she had 27 points on Wednesday night in just 25 minutes coming off the bench. That's offensive efficiency. That ball deflected will remain with the Falcons with 16 on the shot clock. McGee to inbound. Here's Sackman. She gets the high ball screen. Look inside. Ball was deflected, turned over. Keystone gets it, and Ortiz is fouled. That'll be on Long. That'll be her first foul of the game, first foul on the team. So a little sluggish start for Keystone, but they've found their mojo here. They've scored the last 4 points, and it's now 6-4 Cedar Crest with about 6 minutes left here in the first. Falcons remaining zone. Bryant for 3, good. And that gives the Giants the lead, 7-6. Little zone press here by Keystone. Long dribbles through it. Gives it to McGee, and she'll set the offense. Sackman being checked by Barry. Little lefty floater off the glass and good. So Cedar Crest regains the lead, 8-7. Cedar Crest remaining zone here, 1-2-2. Nice find into Hicks. And it's now 9-8 Giants. Seesaw battle here, back and forth to open up the game. Here's McGee. Turned over. Loose ball in the hand to Hicks, and she scores. Bree Hicks giving them a great spark off the bench, and Cedar Crest wants to talk it over. So with 5:05 left in the first period, Keystone 11, Cedar Crest 8. We'll pause briefly here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. We're back here live at the Gamble Athletic Center on the campus of Keystone College. 5:05 left in the first period. The Giants leading the Falcons of Cedar Crest 11-8. Little sluggish start for Keystone. They're down 6-0 to start, but they found a spark. Bree Hicks came off the bench with back-to-back baskets to contribute to this early lead for the Giants. Here's Jordan McGee running the point for Cedar Crest. Jason Ryan changing defenses. This is the first zone look by Keystone so far this afternoon. Ball deflected, and it'll remain with the Falcons. 18 on the shot clock. Nicole Sackman will inbound the ball. This is Rivera. Into Long, no good. Looks like Cortina got struck in the face. I'm sorry. That's Anaya Ortiz. We'll have a brief stoppage of play here. Yeah, Brianna Rivera for Cedar Crest. She shot the ball very well in Wednesday night's win for the Falcons down in Allentown. She was 2 of 4 from behind the three-point line, total of 11 points. So a little discrepancy there on who that was off of. The officials got together, did the right thing, and they determined it'll be Keystone ball. Good piece of officiating by all three gentlemen to get together and get the call right. Barry being guarded tight, face guarded. Looks like a box and one look for Cedar Crest. Here's Ortiz down the lane. Shot clock down to 10. Bryant, short, rebound Hicks, and she is fouled. She'll go to the line. So Bree Hicks really giving the Giants a spark off the bench. As I mentioned, she's averaging nearly a double-double, 14 points and 9 boards a game. And here's the junior from Lancaster at the line. First free throw is good. 12-8 Giants. Yeah, it looked like Cedar Crest was boxing one. 4 defenders in a zone, and then Riley Berry was being face guarded man-to-man. So 1 out of 2 for Hicks. It's 12-8 Keystone. McGee being checked by Bryant. Giants back man-to-man. They're looking for the backdoor cut there. Good job by Riley Berry to prevent a layup and deflect it. 15 on the shot clock for Cedar Crest as they inbound the ball along the baseline. This is Long. Going to work inside. Off the glass and good. So Kaylee Long, the freshman out of Georgia, averaging 14 a game. Here's Reeves with the drive. Finds Ortiz, foul line jumper, good. Great look by Reeves, finding a wide open Ortiz at the free throw line. 14-10 Giants. McGee really being hounded by Bryant. She gets to the rim, high off the glass, no good. Rebound Perrine, and she uses her height and scores. Megan Perrine, a 6'2" freshman out of Mount Vision, New York. Cedar Crest sticking with that box and one. Long, face guarding Barry. Shot clock down to 12. Here's Bryant getting the ball screen. Can't get to the rim. Reeves has to do something. It's down to 5. Bryant, long 2, just to beat the shot clock. 16-12 Giants. Jason Ryan wants the timeout, and the officials do grant it to him. So with 2:44 left in the first period, Keystone 16, Cedar Crest 12. We'll pause briefly on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. We're back here live at Keystone College. 2:44 left in the first. Giants lead the Falcons from Cedar Crest 16-12. And Sanchez will be checking in to the lineup for Keystone. She's a 5'7" sophomore out of Atlanta. Cedar Crest shorthanded in this one. They're without Rachel Bilger. She actually had 5 points in the win when these two teams met on Wednesday night. She's on crutches, so not sure if she got hurt in the game down in Allentown on Wednesday night or in practice, but she is unavailable tonight. As we have a foul on Keystone, we'll give Cedar Crest the ball along the baseline. That foul's on Sanchez. That's her first, the team's second. So 4 across look here for Cedar Crest in the out-of-bounds under. Little screen-to-screener action. They find Sackman, guarded by Barry. Good defense by Riley. Nearly a turnover, and it is a turnover. Jordan McGee traveled, trying to avoid stepping on the sideline. So Cedar Crest has had their share of turnovers, and that has really sparked the Keystone offense. Here's Ortiz. Short corner jumper for Hicks. And she's really giving Keystone an offensive spark here off the bench this afternoon. As I mentioned, the Giants started the game down 6-0. Hicks subbed in about midway through the first period, and she's propelled the Giants into the lead. Sackman was in trouble along the baseline, somehow found Rivera. McGee looked like she traveled when she got on the dribble handoff, no call. Here's the turnover. Madison Reeves hit ahead to Barry. Riley gets to the hoop and scores. So 20-12 Keystone. And they are playing with some enthusiasm here this afternoon. Giants going back to the zone here, 2-3. Jason Ryan really mixing defenses here early. McGee to Perrine. Little high-low look in the long. Great pass by Perrine. It's now 20-14. Little 2-2-1 zone here. Zone press for Cedar Crest. Trying to get Keystone to play east-west rather than north-south. Hicks with the drive. Slithers in the lane off the glass. No good. Rebound Sackman. Minute left here in the first period. Cedar Crest breaks the pressure. They do have numbers, but they'll pull the ball out and run a play. Sackman into Perrine. She goes to work. Hook, no good. So 40 seconds left in the period, 24 on the shot clock. Keystone can go 2 for 1 here. And it looks like a player control foul on Riley Barry. They got her pushing off on Long. It'll be Cedar Crest basketball. That's Barry's first, team's third. Shot clock and game clock almost in sync. 30.4 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. So Cedar Crest can practically play for the final shot of the period. 2-3 zone look here for Keystone. Rivera kicks out to Sackman. 15 in the quarter. Sackman drives and she's fouled. So Nicole Sackman will go to the free throw line. She's averaging nearly a double-double, 9.9 points per game and 9 boards per game. That foul is on Onaya Ortiz. So that's the 14th foul in the period for Keystone. As Sackman makes good on the first. Second from the lefty, good. 14 seconds left in the period. Giants lead 20-16. Ball is turned over. Long to Sackman. Lefty layup, good. 20-18. As time will expire here in the first period. So after 1 quarter of play, the Keystone College Giants 20, the Cedar Crest Falcons 18. We'll pause briefly here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. We're back here live at the Gamble Athletic Center on the campus of Keystone College. We're about to begin the second period of play. Keystone leads Cedar Crest in women's basketball here 20-18. Giants started first period down 6-0, and then they found their groove offensively. And they led for the majority of the first period. Defensively, Cedar Crest playing a box and one on Riley Berry. I'm sure Jason Ryan was addressing that with his club, what to run against that gimmick defense. Obviously, he wants to get Riley Berry into an offensive groove and get her going, because when she shoots the ball well, chances of Keystone winning are very good. So here's Cedar Crest trying to crack that 2-3 zone to Keystone here to start the period. Sackman off to Rivera, the lefty with the 3, no good. Rebound Sanchez. Here's Bryant hitting ahead to Berry. Thought about attacking in transition. Kicks out to Ortiz. Ball was deflected. Out to Berry in the corner. She's being guarded by McGee. Ortiz goes to work inside. Good. So 22-18 Keystone. Cedar Crest yet to sub yet. So we'll see if fatigue is a factor for the Falcons. As I mentioned, they're without one of their key players, Rachel Bilger. McGee, little floater, no good. Rebound Ortiz. Dribble handoff to Sanchez. She kicks out to Bryant. Bryant will set a play here. Malaysia slithers through the defense. Little runner, no good, off the back iron. Here's McGee. Sackman finds a cutting long, no good. Rebound Hicks. Skip pass, 3 Sanchez long. Sackman brings it up, being guarded by Riley Berry. 22-18 Keystone. Long free throw jumper off the back iron. Ortiz with the rebound. Long hit the deck, no call. Ortiz to Berry, ball swung to Sanchez for the 3, no good. Good ball movement by Keystone, great look by Sanchez. However, she couldn't convert. Giants sticking to that 2-3 zone. Sackman being guarded by Sanchez. Short corner jumper for Perrine, good. So the 6'2" freshman showing the soft touch. She's hit 2 perimeter jump shots early. 22-20, Keystone with the narrow lead. Berry to Ortiz, finds a cutting Hicks. Shot no good. Here's Cedar Crest. And they had their share of turnovers in the first quarter, and that really ignited the Keystone offense. So I'm sure one thing that was discussed by head coach Kenrick Carter was valuing the basketball during that talk in between periods. Sackman with the 3, short. Nice crowd here. You can tell the students are back on campus here at Keystone. One section of bleachers across from the Giants bench is full. Berry for 3, off the back iron, no good. Ortiz, rebound. She finds Bryant. Sanchez, baseline drive, and she is fouled. I stand corrected. She stepped on the end line. It'll be a turnover going over to the Falcons. So Cameron Cortinez, who got the start today, she checks back in for the Giants. She replaces Ortiz. And Cedar Crest with their first substitution of the afternoon, Gabriela Rodriguez, a 5'11" freshman from Tampa, Florida, subs in. Product of Steinbrenner High School, named after former Yankee owner George M. Steinbrenner. Rodriguez, no good. She gets her own rebound, no good. Goes up a third time, hit the deck, no foul. Sanchez. And Jason Ryan wants to talk it over. He will call a timeout. 30-second timeout by the Giants. So with 6:15 left in the second period, Keystone leads Cedar Crest 22-20. We'll take a brief timeout here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. Back here live at Keystone College. Giants lead the Falcons 22-20. 6:11 left in the second period. Riley Berry for 3, good. And that was a bomb. That was almost out at the NCAA logo. So 25-20 Giants. Jason Ryan sticking with that 2-3 zone. Here's Rivera into Long at the high post, and she is bumped. And if that's a foul on Riley Berry, it is not. That actually is on Cameron Cortinez. And that's her second foul, first team foul of the quarter for Keystone. So with that being said, Anaya Ortiz will check back in and replace Cortinez. Stack look here for Cedar Crest. The out of bounds under situation. Ball lobbed into Long at the foul line. Rodriguez turns it over. Here's Berry. Tried to finish with the right hand, no good. Rebound by Reeves, and she was on the deck and rolled over, so that'll be a travel. We'll go back over to Cedar Crest. They turned up the defensive pressure there, Keystone. They ran 2 at the point guard, got the turnover. Ortiz came up with the ball and has the and 1 on the back end. So great call by Jason Ryan. He rushed 2 defenders at the ball handler, created the turnover. Ortiz got the ball, went coast to coast for the N1. So it's now 27-20. Anaya Ortiz can make it an 8-point game if she converts on the free throw. Ortiz has started all 16 games this year for the Giants. And she converts the conventional 28-20. 5:22 left here in the second period. Keystone remains 2-3 zone. Rivera for 3, no good. Sackman gets the rebound and she's fouled. Don't blame Keystone for sticking to the zone. Cedar Crest is yet to knock down a 3 yet this afternoon. So until they can make the perimeter shot, I would expect the Giants to remain with that zone look. Sackman converts the first of 2 free throws. As I mentioned, she's nearly averaging a double-double, 9.9 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game. So she's been automatic from the free throw line this afternoon. And it's 28-22 Keystone. We had a horn there. Jason Ryan was hoping to get Malaysia Bryant back in the game, but she did not get to the scorer's table in time. The officials would not let her sub in. So it's Keystone basketball. Cedar Crest showing zone here. That 1-2-2. Reeves to Ortiz and to Hicks. 10 on the shot clock. 8. Barry's got to do something. Corner 3 from Reeves, short. Rebound, Cedar Crest. And there's a tie-up. We have a jump ball. It'll remain Keystone basketball as Malaysia Bryant does check in. She'll replace Ann Sanchez. Bryant will inbound the ball along the baseline. 20 on the shot clock. Barry pretty wide open there. Shocked she didn't pull the trigger. Hicks looking inside. Ball was intercepted by Perrine. Here's McGee. Tried to look to Perrine in the high post. They do get it there the second time. She's tied up. High low to Rodriguez. Kick out. Here's McGee. Shot clock down to 10. McGee for 3. No good. Rebound Reeves. Bryant in transition finds Reeves, and she traveled. (28-22) Keystone. 3:50 left. McGee pull-up jump shot. In and out. That ball will be off the Falcons. Keystone basketball. Cedar Crest showing that 1-2-2 zone, which they started the game in. Ball inside to Hicks. Nice high-low look to Ortiz. That ball is blocked by Rodriguez. Will go out of bounds, remain Keystone basketball. Kaylee Long returns. As I mentioned in the opening, in Cedar Crest win over Keystone Wednesday night, she had 27 points in 25 minutes off the bench. Shot clock down to 7. Barry with the 3, in and out. That thing was halfway down and came out. Reeves tried to retain possession, but she was out of bounds. It'll be Cedar Crest basketball. 28-22 Keystone as we approach 3 minutes left here. Send it 2 defenders once again at McGee. Cedar Crest, however, much more responsible with the basketball as Long gets the layup on the back end. So it's now a 4-point game. As Cedar Crest will once again show 3/4 court pressure. That ball stolen by Sackman. Stolen back by Bryant. 3-on-1. Here's Hicks. Draws the defense. Dish off to Reeves. She misses it. Rebound Bryant, and she is pushed from behind. That'll be a foul on Cedar Crest. That foul's on Gabriela Rodriguez. That's her first, second on the team. So it'll be Keystone basketball on the baseline. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Bryant to inbound. Barry coming off a double screen. She pulls the trigger, and why not? That was a good look. Could not convert, however. Here's McGee. Giants stick in zone, and as I mentioned, Cedar Crest has yet to hit a 3 this afternoon. So why not pack it in and dare them to shoot? Ball inside the Long. Forced pass, and we have a jump ball, and it will remain Falcon basketball. As Ange Sanchez will check back in. She'll give Malaysia Bryant a breather. 9 on the shot clock. Jordan McGee to inbound. Inside to Sackman. And that foul go on Sackman. Player control foul. Looked like she lowered the shoulder. That'll be her first personal, third on Cedar Crest for the period. Falcons extending that defense again. Little 1-2-1-1 look. Ortiz. She's got to get it over the timeline. She does. Here's Hicks. Corner jump shot, no good. Rebound Sanchez. Kicks out to Barry for 3. Good. Correction, long 2 for Riley Barry. 30-24 Keystone. So Barry finding her groove here on her home court. This is the best she's shot the ball in a while. Jason Wright hoping that hot hand continues. McGee off to Rivera. Inside to Long. Ball was rebounded by Rodriguez, however, went off her foot. So I'll go back over to Keystone. As I mentioned in the open, Keystone, they've lost 4 straight. They're 3 of 6 right now in league play in 7th place. They desperately need a win here at home. That ball rebounded by McGee. Here's Rivera. Forced jump shot blocked. It will remain Cedar Crest basketball with 67 seconds left here in the first half. 20 on the shot clock. And the crowd is into the game with that block. A lot of students here today, and they're into it. Here's McGee guarded by Ortiz. Looks to get to the rim and a travel. 30-24 Keystone. 58 seconds here left in the first half. Cedar Crest showing that 1-2-1-1 three-quarter court defense. Barry looks to Sanchez. 51 seconds left in the half. 20 on the shot clock. Sanchez being guarded by, Barry being guarded by Rivera. Here's Ortiz. Sanchez for 3. Long. Rebound Nicole Sackman. Hit ahead to Rivera. Rivera in the long. Rodriguez. Nice job by her not to travel. Offensive rebound, Long. Basket is good. So she'll go to the line for a 3-point play. As Kaylee Long will look to cut this to a 1-possession game with the free throw. 21 seconds left in the second period. So Long makes it a 3-point game, 30-27 Keystone. Jason Ryan's club can play for one shot here. Reeves turns it over. Not the way the Giants want to end the half. Here's Sackman with 10 seconds left. McGee finds Rodriguez. Her shot attempt blocked. 3 seconds left. Here's Ortiz. Can she beat the buzzer? No. Tried to throw up a prayer, it was blocked. So after 1 half of play, the Keystone Giants lead the Cedar Crest Falcons 30-27. We'll pause here briefly on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. We're back here live at the Gamble Athletic Center on the campus of Keystone College. United East Conference women's basketball at halftime. Keystone College Giants lead the Cedar Crest Falcons 30-27. I'm Bill Jones here with some halftime stats. Both teams really did not shoot the ball well in the first half. Cedar Crest shooting just 37% from the floor. They were led in scoring by Kaylee Long with 9 points. Long, as I mentioned in the beginning of the broadcast, in the meeting between these two clubs on Wednesday night where Cedar Crest prevailed, she had 27 points off the bench just in 25 minutes. Also chipping in with scoring for Cedar Crest, Nicole Sackman with 8 points. Half of those came from the free throw line. She's 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. Megan Perrine, the center inside, in 15 minutes of play, she has 8 points and 4 rebounds. Falcons 0-5 from behind the arc. Keystone played a lot of zone in the first half. I would expect them to show a lot of zone here in the second half and dare the Falcons to try and shoot over the top of it. They are ice cold from 3. For Keystone, Coach Jason Ryan has to be ecstatic. He has a well-balanced scoring attack here at halftime. He has 4 players with 7 points each. Riley Berry's one of them. She's 3 of 7 from the floor. Malaysia Bryant, she also has 7 points, 3 of 5 from the floor. Anaya Ortiz also 3 of 5 from the floor at 7 points. And Bree Hicks, she gave them a huge spark off the bench. In 17 minutes of play, she has 7 points on 3 of 7 shooting. Remember, Cedar Crest opened the game on a 6-0 run, and then Hicks came in, and she really ignited Keystone both on the offensive end of the floor and the defensive end of the floor, and it wasn't too long until the Giants took the lead. They had an 8-point lead with just over 90 seconds left in the first half, and that lead got cut to 3, and that's where we stand right now, 30-27. Keystone men's basketball, they'll be back in action on Monday night. It'll be a makeup game from last Saturday. They'll travel down to Rosemont outside of Philadelphia. Coach Kettle's club 5-3. They'll be back home here on Wednesday night, and it is a huge night. It is the Keystone Giants men's basketball coaches versus cancer game. They'll play Clark Summit University with a 6 o'clock tip. As many of you know locally, Coach Andrew Kettle, former Scranton Prep and Lackawanna Trail head coach. He started the whole Coaches versus Cancer initiative here in northeastern Pennsylvania, has raised millions of dollars over the past decade plus, and that all started just up the road when Coach Kettle was in his first year as head boys basketball coach at Lackawanna Trail High School, and just what an amazing job he's done. So Keystone men's basketball, you know, they took their lumps in the preseason in the exhibition schedule, but they're 5-3 in the league. As I mentioned, they're Monday at Rosemont, and then Wednesday they're here for a huge game against rival Clark Summit, and like I said, that is their Coaches versus Cancer game. So we're about ready to start the second half of play. 30-27 Keystone leading Cedar Crest, and it'll be Giants basketball to start the third period. See what Cedar Crest does here defensively. They did play a little junk defense on Riley Berry for a brief moment. They went box and 1. Looks like they may be zone here. A little 1-2-2 look. The officials getting ready to put the ball in play. Here's Bryant with the basketball. And it looks like they may be back to the box and 1. Berry being guarded tightly. Here's Ortiz in the high post. She wheels and deals off the glass, no good. Rebound Long. Nearly traveled, but didn't. Nicole Sackman bringing the ball up. She's being guarded by Berry. Cedar Crest looks a little lost here defensively. 13 offensively, I should say. 13 on the shot clock. 9. They got to do something and do it quick. Here's McGee. 5 on the shot clock. And Long is fouled from behind in the high post. Looks like that foul will be on Anaya Ortiz. And that'll be her 3rd. And she's going to come out. She's going to be subbed by Bree Hicks. Hicks, as I mentioned, played a huge role for the Giants in the first half. There's Rivera for 2, her first points of the game. The lefty off the glass. And it's now a 1-point game, 30-29. Keystone with the lead. And actually, Cedar Crest here, man-to-man. This Hicks, low post, guarded by Sackman, no good. Loose ball. We got a jump ball, and it'll go over to Cedar Crest. So this game has the makings of a white knuckler here. 1-point game. No team could really create that much separation in the first half. Keystone going back to zone. And why not? Cedar Crest is struggling, shooting the ball from the floor. Long catches the ball in the middle, goes to her left shoulder and scores, and the Falcons regain the lead, 31-30. Giants crack the pressure. Here's Bryant inside the Cortinas. She finds a cutting. Reeves, no good. Rebound Sackman. Hit ahead to Rivera. Inside to Long. Good ball movement by Cedar Crest. I spoke too soon as that ball was thrown away. And Jason Ryan's going to want to talk it over with 8 minutes left in the third period. Cedar Crest leads Keystone 31-30. We'll pause briefly here on the Keystone College Athletics web stream. We're back here live in the Gamble Athletic Center. 8:02 left in the third period. Cedar Crest, which was down 3 at the half, has regained the lead 31-30 over the home Keystone Giants. Little 1-2-1-1, three-quarter court press here by the Falcons. Skip pass over to Reeves. She hands it off to Barry. Looks into Cortinas. Nice dish to a cutting Bree Hicks for 2 as Keystone regains the lead 32-31. So the Giants responding out of that timeout from head coach Jason Ryan. 2-3 zone here for the ladies in white. Here's Perrine. Looking into Long. There's way too much on that pass, and it's intercepted by Keystone. Malaysia Bryant looking to break down McGee. She pulls it out of the lane. Hand off to Reeves. She gets the ball screen from Hicks. Looks to get in the lane. Finds Hicks. Shot clock down to 12 as the ball goes into Cortinas, and she is fouled. So Cameron Cortinas, the 6-foot freshman out of California. She'll head to the stripe. That fouls on Nicole Sackman. That's her third. Team's first. As Cortinas gets the roll on the first, Sackman needs to be careful here not to pick up her 4th foul here in the third period. She's a valuable cog for the Falcons, who are already shorthanded today. They're without Rachel Bigler, who was a scratch. Not sure if she got hurt in the game on Wednesday night between these two teams down in Allentown or in practice, but she's on crutches as the Falcons turn it over. Barry to Bryant. Malaysia, a little floater off the front iron. Rebound, Jordan McGee. Deflected by Bryant, stolen by Bryant, and she's fouled. And they have an intentional foul. So it'll be 2 shots in the basketball for Keystone. The official that made the call felt that Jordan McGee did not play the basketball, that there was excessive contact. So it'll be 2 shots in the ball for Keystone. Coach Kenrick Carter of Cedar Crest not really arguing that one. So the official thought there was excessive contact, so it is an intentional foul. As Bryant gets the first. This could be a huge play because if she makes both free throws and they score here on the possession, that could really give Keystone some extra separation. So Bryant's 2 of 2. It's a tough task hitting 2 free throws when there's nobody lined up along the lane lines. Feel like you're all by yourself. But nothing but net for Malaysia Bryant as she converts both free throws. It's 36-31. As I mentioned, with the intentional foul, they will also get possession. So they could make this an 8, possibly 9-point game. Berry for 3, in and out. Rebound Sackman. Ball's over the timeline. Jordan McGee finds Perrine, and she has a nice soft touch. That is her 3rd perimeter jump shot of the afternoon, and it's now a 3-point game, 36-33, Keystone with the lead. Reeves hands off to Berry, being guarded by Sackman, forces the pass inside to Cortinez, and we have a held ball. Possession arrow going to Keystone, so it'll be Giants basketball along the baseline. Buried inbound. Watch her coming back in. Bryant sees the ball screened from Cortinez. Free throw line jumper blocked by Megan Perrine. Showing off her wingspan there with the deflection. So shot clock violation. It'll go over to Cedar Crest. Here's Nicole Sackman bring the ball over. Giants remaining zone. This coach, Kenrick Carter, wants to talk it over. So it'll be a 30-second timeout for Cedar Crest. They trail 36-33 to Keystone. 5:30 left in the 3rd period. We'll take a brief timeout here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. We're back here at the Gamble Athletic Center on the campus of Keystone College. The Giants lead the Falcons of Cedar Crest 36-33 in women's basketball. I'm Bill Jones. Just a heads up, Keystone will be back in action on Tuesday night right here on their home floor where they host rival Clark Summit University, the Lady Defenders. Cedar Crest has the ball, 17 on the shot clock. 2-3 zone for Keystone. Sackman dribble handoff, lefty 3 from Rivera, no good. Cortinez secures the rebound. And Sanchez dribbles it up, kicks it out to Cortinez. Defender goes flying at Riley Berry. Here's Hicks. Off to Cortinez. Shot clock down to 12 as we have a foul. And that foul's on Cedar Crest's Nicole Sackman. That's her 4th foul. So decision time for Coach Kenrick Carter. One of his better players has her 4th foul midway here through the 3rd quarter. As Cortinez with a nice soft touch out of the out-of-bounds underplay. And it's now 38-33 Keystone. Sackman staying on the floor. She's got to be careful with 4. Cedar Crest does not have much of a bench. Sackman to McGee for 3. And that is good. So Sackman finds McGee, who is spotting up from 3-point land. And it's now 38-35. That's Cedar Crest's first 3-point field goal of the afternoon. We have a stoppage of play here. Not sure if it's an issue with the shot clock or game clock. Definitely a timing issue. And they shave some time off the clock. So good job by the officials correcting things. They felt the clock started late, so it's 4:25 left on the game clock here in the third period. Keystone leads Cedar Crest by 3, 38-35. Well, now the game clock's back to 4:57. Here's Barry through a double team at her. She found Hicks, who finds Reeves to Cortinas off the glass. What ball movement by Keystone. Cedar Crest rushed 2 defenders at Barry, and the Giants made him pay. Attacking the back end of that pressure. Sackman to McGee, and the crowd is into the game. You can tell the students are back on campus. Sackman into Long off the glass. Good. So 40-37. Great response there by Cedar Crest, because Keystone really had some momentum there. Skip past to Barry, almost intercepted, but not. Sanchez kicks it out. 16 on the shot clock. Giants by 3. 4 minutes left in the third. Cortinas finds a cutting Hicks. Shot is blocked. Hit ahead to McGee. Great job by Reeves. Keystone had numbers, or I'm sorry, Cedar Crest had numbers, and she comes up with a steal. Here's Barry, 2-on-3, kick out to Hicks for 3, no good. Rebound Reeves. Out to Cortinas, she'll fire from long distance, and good. And that brought the house down. Cameron Cortinas makes it a 6-point lead for Keystone, 43-37, 3.5 left in the third. McGee finds Perrine at the top of the high post against that Keystone zone. Shot clock down to 11. Sackman, that ball is deflected, turned over. Here's Hicks to the rim, and she converts. 45-37 Keystone. See if Cedar Crest wants to talk it over, and they will. Kendrick Carter will call timeout. That'll be a full timeout with 2:59 left in the third period. Keystone matches its largest lead of the game. They lead Cedar Crest 45-37. We'll take a brief pause here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. Back here live at the Gamble Athletic Center. 2:59 left in the third period. Keystone College leads Cedar Crest 45-37 in women's basketball. It'll be Cedar Crest Falcons ball. Coach Carter very animated in a huddle during that timeout, trying to light a fire under his team. We'll see if they respond. That ball's deflected or remain with the Falcons. Gabriela Rodriguez checked back in for the Falcons during that timeout. Sackman will take a seat with those 4 fouls. Ball is turned over. Here's Barry. Off to Bryant, and she is fouled. That foul's on Jordan McGee. That's her third. That'll be the 14th foul for Cedar Crest. So Keystone will be in the bonus the rest of the third period as Malaysia Bryant will go to the line and shoot 2. So everything going right here for the Giants. Now a 9-point game, 46-37. Second one is short. Rebounded by Cedar Crest. There's the lefty Rivera. It's a long. 16 on the shot clock. Rivera. It's a long along the baseline. Guarded by Sanchez. And it is a double dribble. She panicked there. It ended up being a turnover. Cedar Crest looking for a spark here. They'll extend its defense. That three-quarter court 1-2-1-1 that they showed sporadically throughout this game. Ball hit ahead to to Bryant. Skip pass to Barry. Great extra pass to Sanchez for three. Good. So Ann Sanchez knocks down the three from the corner, and Keystone has its largest lead of the afternoon. They're up by 12, 49-37. McGee, handoff to Rivera. Not much spacing on the floor here from Cedar Crest. Skip pass deflected to McGee, and she is fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot one. Basket is good. So that foul's on Malaysia Bryant. That's her first. Second team foul of the quarter. So McGee will try and convert the conventional three-point play. And she does. It's now a 9-point game. 49-40 Keystone. We're under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Ball nearly turned over. Ortiz did maintain possession. Here's Barry, handoff to Bryant. Sanchez, who just hit a three earlier, finds Hicks, high post, little runner, good. Bree Hicks scores in traffic, 51-40 Giants. As we're under 90 seconds here in the third period. Keystone sticking to that zone. Long comes out, ball screens for Sackman. Sackman back in with 4 fouls. Long catches at the high post. We have a help ball. Bryant hit the deck there. I thought they'd have a player control, but the official has a jump ball possession arrow going to Cedar Crest. It'll be Falcons basketball along the baseline with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. So we'll see what they run here with the short clock. Sackman. In the long, 3 on the shot clock. Rodriguez doesn't get it off, and we have a shot clock violation. And it looked like some extra time ran off there as the shot clock expired. I wouldn't be shocked if the officials get together and add more time. It looked like there was exactly a minute on the clock, on the game clock, when the shot clock went off. So there's going to be more time added. So it'll be Keystone ball on the shot clock violation. It's 59 seconds left in the quarter. They're up 11, the Giants, 51-40. Dribble handoff to Barry. Almost lost. Riley looks to turn the corner, can't. Look into Hicks. Ortiz's pass was intercepted. Here's Long in transition, lefty layup, good. So it's now a 9-point game. 4-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. So Keystone cannot play for the last shot. 25 seconds left in the period. Bryant to Hicks at the high post. Little scissors cut. Handoff to Bryant was intercepted. Here's Sackman with 15 seconds left in the period, and she is fouled by Ortiz. I believe that's her 4th. And it is Anaya Ortiz's 4th. So Cameron Cortinez will come in and sub her out. So Sackman with 4 personals for Cedar Crest. Sanchez with 4 personals for Keystone. It'll be Falcons basketball on the sideline here with 14 seconds left in the period. See if they crack that zone of Keystone's. Looking along inside in the post. 5 seconds left in the period. McGee drives, little runner, no good. She gets her own rebound, no good as time expires in the third period. So after 3 quarters of play, Keystone College 51, Cedar Crest College 42. We'll pause here briefly on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. Back here live, start of the fourth quarter here at the Gamble Athletic Center on the campus of Keystone College. The home Giants lead the Cedar Crest Falcons in women's basketball 51-42. As I mentioned at the top of our broadcast, these teams played just Wednesday night down in Allentown on Cedar Crest floor, where the Falcons prevailed 59-51. But so far, Keystone in this one has the momentum, and they're looking to close this out and possibly improve to 4-6 in the conference. As Sanchez will inbound to Barry as we start the fourth quarter here in La Plume. Cedar Crest man-to-man. Ball inside to Hicks at the high post. She's guarded by Long. Little runner, no good. Rebound Rodriguez. She stays at the long. Here's Sackman with 4 personal fouls. She needs to be careful here in the fourth period. Driving kick to Rivera for 3, no good. Here's Barry with the ball. Hit ahead to Reeves. Little fake, little runner, no good. And that'll be Cedar Crest basketball. So it'll be Falcon basketball down 9 with 9:18 left here in the fourth. This is McGee. Keystone sticking with that zone. Cedar Crest has only hit 1 3-point shot the entire afternoon. So the Giants are packing it in. Shot clock down to 15. This is Rivera with the ball. Looking to Long in the high post. Little short jump shot, no good. Did not hit the rim, so the shot clock did not reset. Now it does with the change of possession. Here's Barry. Jason Ryan barking out instructions to get a quality look here. Barry turns the corner, little scoop shot off the glass, good. Great take by Riley Barry. Lead back to 11, 53-42 Giants. Eight and a half left. There's Sackman to Rivera to Long in the high post, out to McGee. Good ball movement by Cedar Crest. That shot was blocked though. Cortinez comes up with a loose ball. Here's Hicks, one-on-one against Rivera. Great move to the rim by Bree Hicks. Keystone has its largest lead of the afternoon, 55-42, and Bree Hicks, just another great performance off the bench for Keystone. Ball in the high post, nearly intercepted by Reeves. Rodriguez, and she's fouled. We'll see whose foul is that. That foul's on Bree Hicks. That's her first, the team's first. So Gabriela Rodriguez, a 5'11" freshman out of Tampa, Florida, goes to the line. It's a graduate of Steinbrenner High School, named after the late, great New York Yankees owner. Rodriguez 0 of 2 from the charity stripe, so it remains a 13-point lead for Keystone. Hicks brings it over, off to Bryant. Here's Cortinez. Looked like Hicks slipped possibly in a wet spot on the floor. Shot clock down to 10. Sanchez, hand off to Bryant. She looks to get to the rim. She gets bumped. No call. Here's McGee to Sackman. She was pretty wide open, passed on the three-point shot. Rivera with the ball, 15 on the shot clock. Finds Long. There's a turnover. I'm sorry, a foul. Got the reach on Keystone. We'll see who that personal foul is against. It was not in the act of shooting, so it will be Cedar Crest basketball along the baseline. That Keystone foul is on number 5, Madison Reeves. I stand corrected. It's on Malaysia Bryant. That's her second, team second. So 20 in the shot clock, Falcons basketball along the baseline. Sackman gets the inbound. She gets all the way to the rim as the defense parted like the Red Sea. So it's now 55-44. Cedar Crest trails. Under 7 minutes here in the fourth. Bryant being guarded by McGee. Riley Berry heading to the scorer's table, getting ready to check back in. I think Jason Ryan will want a better ball handler on the floor. Cortinez, no good. Rebound Rivera. Definitely want Barry on the floor late game. She's one of Keystone's better ball handlers. And, we have a little scuffle here. Bryant and Rivera. Bryant pushed Rivera, a lot of jawing. I don't know if we're going to get some technical fouls here. If the officials are going to get together, well, officials are sending both teams to their bench, and they're going to have a discussion. And I would not be shocked if we have at least one technical, maybe a double technical. Bryant definitely pushed Rivera with two hands. We'll see what comes out of this discussion. And once again, officials getting together. It's always a good piece of officiating when all three members of the crew can get together and talk, and they just want to make sure they get things right. So we'll see what the ruling is here. With 6:24 left in the game, Keystone with an 11-point lead over Cedar Crest, 55-44. Of course, the officials here in the Division III level don't have the luxury of officials at the Division I level. They don't have a monitor or a replay to go back to. Looks like possibly a double technical foul. Which, if that's the case, no free throws, they'll offset. So it'll be a double technical foul. Technical foul on Cedar Crest, Brianna Rivera. And a technical foul on Keystone's Malaysia Bryant. You'd anticipate Bryant definitely would have picked up one. She clearly shoved Rivera. But Rivera may have instigated the entire incident as the officials bring both coaches to the scorer's table to explain what's transpiring here. But it is a double technical foul. Long stoppage of play here, but the officials are getting it right, and there's nothing wrong with that. To the best of my knowledge, there'll be no free throws. It'll remain Keystone basketball. It'll be picked up at the point of interruption. So we'll see if this long stoppage of play hurts Keystone's momentum. They have an 11-point lead here. Both teams getting granted an extended timeout here. Both coaches allowed to talk to their players while the officials sorted things out. So Bryant's going to take a seat. I'm sure Jason Ryan wants her to calm down, collect her thoughts, because they got a basketball game to win here. Rivera also taking a seat. So it'll actually be Cedar Crest basketball. Here's Sackman. Finding Perrine, short corner, out to McGee. 13 on the shot clock. Sackman slithers through the defense off the glass, no good. Too strong. Rebound by Long, and she beats the shot clock. That shot clock never reset because Sackman's field goal attempt never hit the rim. So it's now a 9-point lead for Keystone, 55-46, 5:53 left. That ball deflected and stolen by Long, but she hits the deck and travels. As Anaya Ortiz will check back in for Keystone. She'll replace Hicks, who I believe probably will not sit for too long. She's been one of the Giants' best players this afternoon. Here's Barry with 5:40 left in the game. Cedar Crest man-to-man. They've showed zone, a little box and one earlier, but now they're straight man-to-man. Shot clock down to 17. Sanchez. Keystone's got to do something here as the shot clock's at 10. Sanchez with a three off the back iron. Cortinez, rebound, and we have a foul. It looks like that foul's on Gabriela Rodriguez of Cedar Crest. So that'll be her second team foul. Team second is Cortinez, who's given them a nice inside presence today. Will go to the line to shoot two. She makes the first of two, as Malaysia Bryant will return to the game for the Giants. Oop. She was at the scorer's table. Not sure why they did not allow her to sub in. She'll sub in now after the second. So Cortinez converts both from the free throw line, and it's back to an 11-point lead for Keystone, 57-46. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Giants sticking to that 2-3 zone. As I mentioned, Cedar Crest only has one 3-point field goal in the afternoon, so why not pack it in and take away the drive and force Cedar Crest to shoot over the top. Rivera with the three, no good. Sackman with the rebound. Cedar Crest bench wants a foul. They didn't get it. Here's Ortiz. She wisely pulls it out. Didn't have numbers. Ball gets swung over to Cortinez. She fires for three. No good. Rebound by Long. This is Sackman to the rim. She draws the contact, can't convert, but she'll go to the line for two. That foul is on the sophomore, Ann Sanchez from the Giants. It's her second, the team's fourth. So Cedar Crest will be in the bonus the rest of the way, but this will be a shooting foul. So two-shot situation here for Nicole Sackman as she hits the first. It's now a 10-point game. She hits the second, so it's down to 9. Lead single digits now for Keystone with 4.5 left. Falcons back to that 1-2-1-1, three-quarter court pressure. Giants break it. Here's Bryant. Barry being guarded by McGee. Shot clock down to 11. Keystone's got to do something. That's a turnover. That ball thrown away on the outlet pass. So go back to Keystone. Bree Hicks checks back in. She'll replace Ortiz. Madison Reeves also checked in to replace Riley Berry. I have a hunch Berry will not be sitting too long. She's one of Keystone's primary ball handlers and the best free throw shooter on the team. And if you have a lead late, you want your best free throw shooter on the floor. Here's Hicks with 15 on the shot clock. Drives it into traffic. Can't score over the bigger Perrine. Rebound, Nicole Sackman. Sackman drive, kick to McGee. Back to Sackman. Thought about it. Drives baseline. Reverse layup, no good. She gets her own rebound. Shot clock didn't reset, so I guess it did not hit the rim. Here's McGee, floater off the back iron. No good. Rebound Hicks as we come up on the 3-minute mark. Keystone leads Cedar Crest 57-48. Here's Sanchez. Jason Ryan wants a good shot here with a 9-point lead late. Shot clock down to 10. Bryant gets the ball screen, gets all the way to the rim, misses the bunny. Hit ahead, here's Long, shot fake, she gets to the rim and scores. So tough break for Keystone. They miss a layup down on their end and then give up one to Cedar Crest down the opposite end, and it's a 7-point lead with 2:40 to go. And that ball nearly turned over. Bryant somehow maintained possession, dish off to Reeves and scores. And Jason Ryan wants to talk it over. So with 2:32 left in the game, Keystone Giants lead the Cedar Crest Falcons 59-50 as we take a brief pause here on the Keystone College Athletics live stream. Back here live at the Gamble Athletic Center, 2:32 remaining in this one. Keystone hanging on to a 59-50 lead over Cedar Crest. Keystone can close this out. They will improve to 4-6 in the conference and snap their 4-game losing skid. Here's the ball being rolled into McGee. Clock will start now that she's touched it. And now Cedar Crest wants to talk it over. So about a second ran off the clock. And Falcon coach Kenrick Carter wants to talk it over. He'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Exactly 2.5 minutes left in this one. Keystone leading Cedar Crest 59-50. Giants will be back in action in women's basketball play on Tuesday night as they host Clark Summit University here. And as we get later in the season, these home games must wins for Keystone if they want to qualify for the United East playoffs. As I mentioned, our men's program here at Keystone College back in action on Monday as they travel to Rosemont. It'll be makeup of last weekend's game that was scratched due to inclement weather. Here's Jordan McGee. The Sackman. She drives baseline, kick out to Perrine. Stolen by Reeves. She gives it off to Bryant. A little hot potato there, and she gets fouled. So Malaysia Bryant will look to make this a double-digit lead once again as she'll go to the line for 2. That foul is on Jordan McGee. That's her 4th, the team's 3rd. So right now, Cedar Crest with 2 key players with 4 fouls, McGee and Nicole Sackman. Bryant converts the first, and it's a 10-point lead. Once again, 60-50. Bryant's been automatic from the line. She converts both, 61-50. Keystone stay in zone. Looks like they're changing it up though. A little 1-3-1 look perhaps. Inside to Long, no good. I believe that shot was deflected. McGee swings the ball to Sackman. She's calling for a ball screen. Here's the drive by Rivera. Shot clock down to 7. That ball deflected Recovered by McGee, and she's fouled with 3 left on the shot clock. So Cedar Crest has to be happy. They can try and put points on the board here without the clock running, as Jordan McGee will go to the line to shoot 2. That Keystone fouls on Cameron Cortinas. That's her 3rd. As I mentioned, Keystone's over the limit for the period, so Cedar Crest will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Zan Sanchez comes in and replaces Malaysia Bryant. Bryant looked like she may have been shaken up on that play. McGee gets the roll in the first one. See if Keystone will go back to Bryant. She's one of Keystone's best playmakers. She can handle the ball under pressure, which is something you need in a close game, as we have a lane violation on Cortinas. So McGee will get a do-over on the second. She'll have another attempt to cut this to an 8-point deficit. She misses the official second attempt. With 1:40 left, Keystone leads by 9, 60-51. Here's Barry guarded by Rivera, and Cedar Crest will give a foul. At some point, they're going to have to put Keystone on the line. So with the next foul on Cedar Crest, Keystone will be in the bonus to shoot 2. Ortiz will inbound along the sideline. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 1:37 left. Giants lead by 9. Oh, looked like Barry traveled, and then they get Rivera with a push late. And that'll be a bonus situation. So Riley Barry will go to the line for 2. Weird sequence of events. Ball was inbounded. Barry was trying to prevent stepping on the sideline. She got bumped. There was no call initially. Then it looked like she walked, and then they got a foul. So Barry, as I mentioned, Keystone's top free throw shooter, 84%, gets the first. So it's back to a 10-point lead. Now it's an 11-point lead, 62-51, 1:35 left. Cedar Crest, got to score quickly. Sackman to McGee, back to Sackman. Dish off the long, and she scores. 9-point game with 1:17 left. Here's Sanchez, over to Barry. That's the person who you want handling the ball late. Reeves was expecting to get fouled, but didn't. Keystone burning some clock here. We have a whistle. Looks like they got a foul on Long. So that's the second personal foul on Kaylee Long, and that'll send Reeves to the line in a bonus situation. She'll get 2 shots. Giants up 9. She's looking to extend that lead to 11 with 62 seconds left. We're back to a 10-point lead. As I mentioned, Cedar Crest, they're playing some hot basketball coming into this one. They were winners of 6 straight. Keystone, losers of 6 straight, and it looks like the tide will turn for both teams. Approaching 1 minute. Cedar Crest down 11. Keystone looking to close this one out. Looks like we got a foul on Jordan McGee, and that'll send Reeves back to the foul line. And that is Jordan McGee's 5th personal foul, so she is disqualified. Her afternoon will come to an end. And Kenrick Carter will go back to Gabriela Rodriguez. So things looking bleak here for the Falcons. Their point guard fouls out. They're down 11 with 54 seconds to go. Safe to say if Reeves makes these 2, this thing is iced, if it's not already. Reeves extends the lead to 12. She transferred in over the break in between semesters from Montclair State, and she's been a great addition to Jason Ryan's club. Gets the roll in the second. 13-point lead, largest lead of the afternoon for Keystone. Here's Sackman. Rodriguez. Falcons taking way too much time off the clock. She throws up a prayer, rebounded by Long, and Long converts. It's down to 11. 66-55, 40 seconds left. Sanchez, and she's fouled by Rodriguez. So Ange Sanchez will go to the line. She's an 83% free throw shooter. So Jason Ryan playing the odds here, having his two best free throw shooters on the floor in the final minutes of this one, Riley Berry and Ann Sanchez. Lefty gets the roll. That hit the back iron and found its way through. 67-55 Giants. Sanchez gets 2 of 2. Jason Ryan's going to take a timeout with 37 seconds left. Talk things over. His club up 13. Looks like Keystone will close this game out, and with that, they'll improve to 6-11 overall, 4-6 in the conference. They were 7th in United East play coming into this one. And as I mentioned in the beginning, the top 6 teams in the conference will qualify for the postseason tournament, with the top 2 seeds getting a bye. So this will help Keystone's playoff berth chances. Like I said, they have Clark Summit University here at home on Tuesday night. If they can beat the Lady Defenders, that may propel them into the playoffs. But we still have lots of basketball to play in the United East. The ball gets rolled into Sackman. She touches it, and the clock will start. 35 seconds left. Rivera gets the ball screened from Sackman to Long. Shot no good. Rebound Rodriguez, and she converts. 68-57. An 11-point lead. So that fouls on Rivera. It's her 4th. They'll send Berry to the free throw line. Once again, one of Keystone's top free throw shooters. She is the top free throw shooter on 84% for the year. She's at the line. Once again, a 12-point lead, 69-57. It's once again a 13-point lead cushion for Keystone. 25 seconds left. Sackman drives and is fouled. That's probably the last thing Jason Ryan wanted, was a foul to send Cedar Crest to the line with a chance to cut into the lead with no time running off the clock. So here's Nicole Sackman. Lefty will shoot 2. She gets the first. She's a grad student. The Cedar Crest team, very young, 7 first-year players. Sackman gets them both. Back to 11, 70-59 with 19 seconds left. And it looks like Cedar Crest will call off the Dogs. They're not going to foul, and Keystone will run the clock out. So it'll be a 70-59 win for the Keystone College Giants over the Cedar Crest College Falcons. Keystone will improve to 6-11. And 4-6 in the conference. They snap their 4-game losing streak. And as I mentioned, they will be back in action here again Tuesday night against Clark Summit University. Big rivalry game, big game in the CSAC as far as the playoff picture is concerned. So final score here from the Gamble Athletic Center. The Keystone College Giants 70, the Cedar Crest Falcons 59. I'm Bill Jones, wishing you a great afternoon, and come back out and support the Lady Giants on Tuesday night here against Clark Summit. And once again, a reminder, the men will be back in action here at home against Clark Summit on Wednesday night. It will be their Coaches versus Cancer game, 6 o'clock tip for Coach Kettle's crew. So have a great afternoon and have a great rest of the weekend.